Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, May 26, 2015. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Cardoodle. This is Jim. If you're new around here, this is the vlog where I talk about and work on upcoming projects as well as talk about other interesting stuff. This week we're working on the Christmas cartoon. I'm building the inside of Santa Claus's house. If you're watching, you'll see me do a lot of masking with this. I'm almost gotten addicted to masks after years of not understanding how they work at all. One day it finally kind of clicked for me, and now I use them almost non-stop because they're so powerful. And I'm serious, I tried and failed for years to figure out how masking works in graphics programs. I don't know what it was, I could just never wrap my head around it. And you know, it's been kind of weird thinking about Christmas and the holidays this early in the year. This is really the first time I've been working on something so far ahead of time. But in truth, this project actually goes back a few years, and I would keep trying and failing to put it together every single year, probably since I want to say 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. Which brings me to what I wanted to talk about today. I really wanted to talk about failure. I often listen to Freakonomics Radio, and they had a rebroadcast called Failure is Your Friend. And they were talking about how failure is really looked down upon in our society. Now, in some cases, this is good. It encourages us to try hard to succeed. But in other ways, it can kind of be discouraging. And I feel like for most people I know, we beat ourselves up more for our failures than other people do. I've done that a lot. I failed to put together this cartoon for years, and a big part of the reason was the fear of failing in itself. The name of my channel, Friday Night Wonders, was the name of a comic series that I tried and failed to produce. It was about superheroes, and by the time I felt confident enough in my skills in cartooning and animation to make anything, I came to feel like superheroes are pretty much about to run their course. I feel like we've reached superhero saturation. Anyway, I don't want to get off on a tangent. Now, I'm the kind of person who will beat myself up for days and weeks and months and sometimes years for failures like that. But had I not failed to create the superhero team Friday Night Wonders, I may not have gone on to create Welcome to Boulder Dash. In recent years, I've been trying to take a new perspective on failure. A lot of times when we have somebody in our lives who maybe failed to achieve something they wanted to, we'll say something like better luck next time, or we treat it as a learning experience. While those things are true, it's not the most comforting thing to say to somebody. That's why I've had to try to force myself to see things differently. That's why I try to view everything I do as practice for the next thing. The only way you can fail at practice is to skip out on it. Now, not everybody sees it that way, and that's fine. Use whatever strategy works for you to accomplish what you want out of life. But I would definitely encourage anybody to try to take that perspective. Everything you do is practice. I think a lot of us when we're younger are given this idea that life is a steady climb to a specific peak. I feel like the reality is a lot more complicated than that. When you're trying to do anything creative, there are times when you feel really confident in your abilities, and there are other times where you feel this crippling sense of self-doubt and this wonder if you are wasting your time. That's why I've had to learn to look at every project not as its own individual entity, but as the part of something greater, to build up to something else. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm really looking forward to finding out. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next Tuesday for more work on June's cartoon.